Good day everybody, welcome back to another upload of It's Dyer thing. Rob here. Thank you very much for tuning in. It's now officially 4:45. I am done work for the day, so I'm just chilling out, just enjoying the sun just before I start heading on out. Sage is out at the skate park trying to hurt himself again, so once he gets back we'll get on our bikes and we'll kind of go for a little ride. I want to hit some trails today. That would be really cool, so hopefully we'll get some footage of that later. What I'm doing here right now is basically, what does all of these items, this, and this have in common? That's right, your ears. Stay tuned. As I said, what's the similarity with all of these items here and your helmets? Well, basically it's your ears, which means it's basically called ear protection. First and foremost, ear protection any kind of hearing protection is utmost very important when it comes to riding motorcycles or any sports or any motor products when there's sound and ambient noise involved, right? So I have been dealing with Connect Hearing here in Canada, so they have multiple locations within the Canadian region. Again, Connect Hearing, these guys specialize in hearing products such as hearing aids and swimming plugs and just actual hearing plugs, right? So first and foremost, when I do go out riding, I had specialty made earplugs for myself, and I've been using these now for the past 2 years, and I wouldn't go with anything other than that when it comes to complete sound isolation comfort, right? There are quite a few products out there that you can buy, like at the convenience store or pharmacy, and even order online, which all work good, right? I mean, they're not too bad, but in regards to comfort, right, there's just nothing that lasts the same as a custom built pair. Yes, they have your DIY at home style that you can mold in, but again, those things really don't have the same kind of noise cancellation. Anyways, why am I getting to that point is, yes, most of us do like to use intercoms, headsets, which are either connected between riding buddies and or between your music media, your GPS. Some people like myself, I like to have it running onto the piggyback system for my GoPros. So I like to have the sound feedback and the communication, right? So when you're not wearing earplugs or not wearing headsets, it can become very hard to understand what people are either saying to you or what your devices are saying to you. So a lot of us, we tend to go with earplugs and headphones and stuff like that. So give or take generic ones or actual branded named ones. So there are some that work really well, there are some that are absolute junk. This is where my video is coming in, just to kind of give you the feedback from my experience over the past few years that I've been running, from stock OEM Apple to Samsung to Monster brand to Beats to even ones that are kind of specialty geared towards motorcycling and or sound isolation and stuff like that. Like this here, it's a kind of like an earplug, but with a speakers incorporated in it, right? So it's supposed to kind of do some sound isolation, however not very good. The latest set that I actually just obtained a couple of weeks ago, and I have been riding around with them for some time now, is called MaxRock. So I'll get some pictures and upload the information here for you guys. But yeah, so it comes with a little owner's manual here just to kind of show you what it is, but that's called the MaxRock P103, right? So I'm sure it's known as many different brands and many different names that you can get off of either eBay or Amazon. But basically what this one is, as you can see here, it's a little kind of like an earplug itself, right? So very, very similar to what you would normally get from a specialty store regards to earplugs, but it actually has an incorporated speakers, right? So headphones. So basically it's a 3.5 mil jack. So if you have, you know, a device that doesn't use a 3.5 mil jack, then you would use your actual adapter and then plug it into your phone. Let's say like I don't have an earphone jack, so I have the adapter, plugs it into the USB-C. You can basically do that to all your headsets itself, but I mean, it's a very soft silicone feel, but what's really, really nice about it is actually once you put it in, you can't even have it, you know, you don't even see it coming out of the side there. Hopefully you can see that. I mean, I'll kind of zoom in as well, right? So, but once you put that in and you put your helmet on, it's actually super, very comfortable. There's nothing that protrudes out, which then become an ear sore. They do make two sizes, so again, it's not something that's interchangeable. But it is something that you would actually have to order. So a small ear size, you would go to what they refer to as a gray, which is basically small, and then there's a black, which is for larger ears. So I went with a small. I like them. No, they do not isolate the noise and the road noise when you are traveling at highway speeds. So bear in mind, if you want something that cancels out all the sound and ambient noise, you need to go with a custom built plug, or you know, one of these accessory plugs that you buy that will isolate the noise. These only actually help reduce the noise, but on the positive side is that you actually get a really clear, crisp sound from your multimedia devices, whether it be from other people talking to you on headsets or your actual music and stuff like that. So as long as you can tolerate a little bit of wind noise, then you are fine. Again, it all depends on what helmet that you have, but it definitely does help a little bit. But in regards to clarity and sound and quality, overall the big picture, this works pretty good. So I'm very, very pleased with that. I have seen that they offered two different kinds. One is, as you can see, the wire connector is coming straight down on a vertical position. The other ones are coming out from a horizontal position that are coming out this way, right? And I would say those ones are no good, because once you put your helmet on, it's not going to work very well, right? It's just kind of catch inside your helmet, and it's going to be always a pain in the butt. When you do put them on, so you got them on like this, what I would recommend that you actually physically do is take the cables and just root them up here like this underneath your chin, and then once you get your helmet on and you put the strap on so it actually holds the cables up against your chin versus having it loose or behind. Why? Because when you're doing your shoulder checks and when you're moving around in your helmet, any kind of slight tugging will, you know, cause the actual earpieces to kind of slip out slowly, which then you're kind of bleeding in additional air, and it's just not creating that great of a seal. So I would put it on, allow enough slack, put your chin strap on, tighten it up, and then this way it's actually held in place, and there's going to be enough, you know, you can even pull the cable up a little bit just to create less tension onto the ears. So when you do move around, it's not going to be pulling on the earplugs all the time. So again, thank you very much for checking this out. If you have any questions, any comments, any suggestions, do let me know. I'll be more than happy to assist you guys on that. We do got a couple of cleaning products that we have coming up here in a short while that I would like to do some reviews on and some suggestions what to use. And these products are also available all through North America, from your local Canadian Tire stores to Home Depots, Costco's, and so on and so forth. So even on Amazon too, right? So you'll actually be able to order on Amazon. So other than that, let me get geared up, wait for Sage to get over here so we can get on our bikes, hit a couple of trails, go see John, have some fun. So until next time, be good, have fun, be safe. Don't forget, keep it covered. Cheers, guys.